Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love
What's up,
you,
y'all? It's your
Mickey.
girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So let's get it. Y'all have been sending me messages. Y'all have been in my comments telling me that I'm capped. Why haven't I ran Fredo Bang paperwork? That's what y'all said. Y'all said, Mickey, you must be homies with Fredo Bang. You ain't ran his work. He got away with 100 years. I'm like, 100 years? The hell did he do? Well, now's the day I decided to go ahead and drop the content with Fredo Bang. We are taking a look at none other than the infamous, Louisiana state case that Fredo Bang has done multiple interviews about. However, your girl got to work. You already know how that go. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on your girl, Mickey Truth. We about to get all into Fredo Bang's paperwork. So let's get it.
I never knew. See, I thought he had kept asylum. I never knew I had a warrant off my wrist. Yeah, they had called the police out to him and his mama.
By now, if you are not aware of what Fredo Bang's real name is, you're probably living under a rock, but I'm not the one to judge, okay? Frederick Givens is his name, and on November 18, 2015, it was a report filed by Louis Robinson Jr. that stated he was in a fight with the suspect by the name of Frederick Givens II at Spanish Arms apartment, okay? Givens and an unknown black male co-suspect produced pistols and started firing at him, according to Louis. Well, that story's a little different from what Fredo Bang said. Who's this other suspect? But nevertheless, we're going to keep going. So it also states here that Givens and the co-suspect fled the scene and struck the car of the mother of Louis, who was trying to block them from leaving. Givens got out of his car with the pistol still in his hands. The vehicle of the mother was struck by gunfire in the apartment complex. There were no persons that were struck by gunfire on the scene. According to the same investigative report, it does state that Louis, his mother, and girlfriend are transported to VCU for formal interviews, okay? That is in the paperwork. So it was Fredo Bang, according to Louis, because Louis said he got in a fight with a guy he knows as Fredo Bang. He knows him because both are rappers. Louis said they fought and a friend of his named Little Mike jumped in. The co-suspect, unknown black male, produced a pistol, and Fredo Bang got a pistol from his car and started firing at Louis. Louis said he dove to the parking lot before getting up and running away. Louis was unable to make identification of Fredo in two different 6-person photographic lineups, okay? His mother, however, does state that she was called to the scene, and as she was arriving, Fredo was leaving in a blue car. His mother tried to block them in and stop them from leaving when the co-suspect who was driving hit her car head on. The damage was minor. Fredo got out of the car with a gun in his hand. He then drove around her and fled east on Denham Street, okay? Well, hold on. How did he drive around if he wasn't? Okay, never mind. Let's just stick to the paperwork, right? Then it says that she followed them until they turned north on Beechwood. She also identified Fredo as Frederick Givens II in a 6-person lineup. Now, they interviewed a girlfriend, which says that a disturbance was going on outside her apartment in the parking lot. When she came outside, her boyfriend Louis was arguing with some guys. She left to go and get her mother, who lives on the corner. Elizabeth was not there, and she called her to see where she was. She then said she was walking back to the complex when she heard gunfire. When she came around the corner, she saw Fredo with the gun in his hand. Fredo was the passenger in the blue car when he struck the front of Elizabeth's car. Why do they keep saying he did it? Like, if it's somebody else driving, like, that's confusing. It's throwing me off. But anyway, she further goes on to positively identify Givens in a 6-person photographic lineup. While on the scene, I'm not even gonna lie, when I was reading what they were doing to the scene, I would have thought somebody died. I'm not even gonna lie. They had multiple photos of shell casings in the middle of the parking lot. Like, they lit that thing up according to all these photos, right? However, they also took photos of Lewis Robinson, saying there was injuries to the internal bottom lip. Also, hands palm down, palm up. Bunch of markers of the scene, different things like that. Also, they did on November 19th, 2015, obtain a warrant for the arrest of Frederick Givens. The offense states Givens and the unknown co-suspect committing the following offense: 1, attempted second-degree murder for having intent to kill or inflict great bodily harm by firing a pistol at Lewis several times, illegal use of a weapon for illegal discharging of a weapon where it is foreseeable human life would be endangered, and aggravated criminal damage to property, 2 counts for the shooting of the vehicle of Brenda, which she was in, according to this, and also running into the vehicle that Elizabeth was in. So Fredo Bang had a lot going on. Now, I know y'all wondering, well, who is the second person? Who is the co-suspect, as they're referring to? Well, let's get into it. According to the police investigation reports that's included with the paperwork, it does not state anybody by the name of Lil Mike or anything like that, other than in the original statement provided by Lewis, okay? No co-defendant is listed on this case. No other suspect is listed. I was able to confirm with Fredo Bang directly that he did not have a co-defendant, which I verified when I ran the paperwork. So with that being said, it is not a second suspect. And to date, if you go look at the video or the interview that Fredo Bang did with Vlad, he is still speaking as in it was never another person. So it's kind of up to you if you think Fredo Bang is just keeping it 100 and not saying nothing about a second person, or if you believe the witnesses on the scene that said it was a second person. Nevertheless, it wasn't a second person on the case, and that's what we're here to talk about. Now, a lot of y'all been saying he was facing 100 years, okay? Now, y'all had me think he really was facing 100 years, but I did look into the statute for Louisiana, and the sentence of second-degree attempted murder is 0 to 40 years in prison, okay? He does speak on that in an interview that he was facing 40 years. So let's continue on. And I did add the actual arrest warrant into the video. It says basically the same stuff I already said. Not going to go into it since we already went over the report. So let's continue on. January 3rd, 2016, Fredo Bang was arrested. And I'm going to tell you, I actually laughed when I was reading the arrest report because I actually visualized the incident happening. Shout out to Fredo Bang, okay? Now, not verbatim, but I'm going to summarize what the arrest report says. It does say that Fredo Bang was definitely nervous, okay? It says his hands were shaking, looking around, and the police thought he was trying to find some way to flee, okay? They did run his name and call for backup because he did have the warrants for the second-degree attempted murder and also illegal use of a weapon and aggravated damage to property. So luckily, it was without any incident because, you know, police be getting nervous, especially when they see them type of charges, okay? Now, they do say here that Givens complied with all instructions and was taken into custody without incident, okay? Now, this is very important. I want everybody listening to this. You have the right to remain silent. Definitely take notes from Frederick Givens, a.k.a. Fredo Bang, because after he was read his Miranda rights, he refused to make a statement, and that ended the interview, okay? 4 days later, he was bonded out on a $70,000 bond and went on about his day, okay? He was formally or officially charged. They don't call it an indictment. They call it bill of information. I'm not sure if that's like something different, but anyway, the paperwork said it was on February 8th, 2016 that the bill of information was provided. Also, the witness list was revealed, which included Lewis Robinson, aka Lewis Badass, who Fredo Bang already confirmed was the victim in the case, and the paperwork does too, okay? Now, Fredo Bang did have his legal team submit for a preliminary examination to be conducted in accordance with the law, which is standard, you know, a lot of them. That took place in July 2016. Fast forward to about a year and some change, Fredo Bang pleads guilty, okay, on November 13, 2017. All right, so according to his plea agreement, okay, he received 2 years for count 2, 7 years on count 3 to run concurrent with each other and concurrent with any other time serving at hard labor. Yes, I missed count 1 because count 1 was dismissed. So for those who are like, he must have told because he didn't get 100 years or 40 years or whatever, it's because that count was dismissed. So nevertheless, Fredo Bang served his time. Oh, I forgot there's one more thing. So for those who are wondering, well, he didn't do 7 years, he did 2.5. Well, in Louisiana, you do 4 months per year that you are sentenced. So 2.5 in, and guess what? The rest on parole. And as of January 21st, 2023, Fredo Bang is officially off parole and received his paperwork to say he is eligible for the first time offender pardon in Louisiana. So shout out to Fredo Bang. And of course, I had to, okay? I didn't sit here and I done ran this work from top to bottom, but I got to definitely send my boy his certificate because Fredo Bang has definitely passed the Queen of Paperwork check on his Louisiana case that y'all kept hounding me about like I was going to find something. So shout out to Fredo Bang. I'm definitely going to send him his certificate. And as always, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on Mickey Truth, and definitely pull up on MickeyTruth.com and get you that merch because you know your girl stay with that work. And until next time, holla! Trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm.